Hello, my name is Mark and I'm in BEd 3 for anybody who doesn't know me, and today I thought I'd make a wee tutorial video on how to make click tracks for your ensemble videos. Now, the reason that click tracks can come in really handy when filming ensemble videos from home is that it means that all the players will have something to listen to and keep them in time when they're making the recordings, and when it comes to actually syncing up all the recordings together in the final project, you won't have as much of a hard time trying to fit everybody and keep them in time because they'll have been listening to this click track, and it'll make things a lot easier and smoother in the process. So here we go. Okay, so what you're going to want to do first is open up an arrangement that you'd like to do in a notation app such as MuseScore or Sibelius. Here I have one that I've arranged. It's a little tune by Fatsuit, and here's a little excerpt of what it sounds like. Okay, now that you have completed the arrangement and are satisfied with it, you're going to want to export the parts like you normally would when you're going to print it off. However, instead of saving the file as a PDF file, go to the drop-down menu and save it as a MIDI file. Once you've done this, just save it and make sure that you know where they've saved to, and the next step I will go over shortly. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is open up the DAW of your choice. I use PreSonus' Studio One, however if you use any other one it should be totally fine as well. So you're going to want to open up a new project and make sure that all the settings are how you want and that you have a name for your project. Once you've done this, make sure that you open up a new session and get ready to start. Once your new session has opened up, you're now going to open up a new track for each individual instrument in your ensemble. Now, it is really important to make sure that these are instrument tracks and not audio tracks. Once all those tracks have been made, then you can move on to the next step. So the next step is to now choose virtual instrument sounds for each of your tracks. Now, don't be too specific about this, they don't need to sound amazing. All they're there for is to make sure that the sounds are there for when your players are playing and it will sound like the full ensemble is playing with them. So they don't need to sound amazing, just pick some generic ones that will fill out the sound of your arrangement when they eventually are put into the session. Now what you need to do is to find the exported MIDI parts from your arrangement and click and drag these into the individual tracks in your new session. This next step is optional, however I like to highlight all of the parts and move them and click and drag them across 2 bars over. This will allow you to add 2 bars of just click at the beginning, and that will allow the players a wee count in before coming into play. Now all there's left to do is to create your click track. Create one more instrument track and title it Click, and choose a percussion sound and click and drag this into the track. Then all you need to do is play that sound in and then go into the edit window and quantize this so that all of the strikes come on the beat. This is really, really important for the click track. After that, you can do some just basic mixing to make sure that the click can be heard over the virtual instruments, and that is your click track done. Once you complete all these steps, your click track should sound something like this. So that was a quick wee whistle stop tour there of the steps that I like to take when filming an ensemble video. Now, all you need to do once you've finished that is bounce off the file and send it to your players, and they can, when recording their parts, play along to that click track in their ears, and it'll make it sure that everybody is in time. And what's also great is you can use that same session to put in all the final audio recordings and line them up with the click track audio. And once you're satisfied, you can mute all the click track parts and you're left with the final recording, and you can bounce that off. Now, what I like to do when filming a video is make sure that the audio is recorded first. Make sure that that is the priority. It is a music video at the end of the day, so you want it to sound nice. And once you're satisfied with the audio recording, then film your video shots. You can film these just single shots like this, like a static shot, and have you playing along. And you can just edit those together on a simple video editing software. You can get loads for free. I'd recommend ones like iMovie or Splice or Adobe Premiere Rush. Those three are free video editing softwares. You don't need to do anything fancy. You can just cut out the bits that you want in the videos and stitch them together and put in the audio that you've worked on and mixed in your Clicktrack session. And that's it. That's all I do to create a nice wee music video. So hopefully this helps. My emails and messages are always open to anybody who's looking for a hand in this kind of thing. So don't be shy, feel free to give me a message, and I hope you enjoyed and hope this helped. Bye bye.